From a real estate empire to reality TV stardom to the most controversial presidency in modern history and back again. This is the absolutely insane story of Donald Trump. A tale so wild, you wouldn't believe it if it were fiction. We're talking about a man who built a billion-dollar empire, lost it all in spectacular fashion, clawed his way back to the top, became America's most famous reality TV star, shocked the world by winning the presidency with zero political experience, got impeached twice, left office in disgrace, faced multiple criminal charges, and then pulled off the most stunning political comeback in history. This isn't just politics or business. This is the story of the most unlikely rise, fall, and resurrection in American history. 9 minutes. One extraordinary life that broke every rule and defied every prediction. Buckle up, because this journey is absolutely insane. June 1946, Queens, New York. Donald John Trump is born to Fred Trump, a successful real estate developer who builds middle-class housing in the outer boroughs. But young Donald dreams bigger than his father's modest projects. His eyes are fixed across the river on the glittering towers of Manhattan, the ultimate prize. 1971 becomes his breakout moment. At just 25 years old, Donald takes control of his father's company and immediately makes a statement by renaming it the Trump Organization. The message is crystal clear. This isn't Fred's company anymore. His first major Manhattan deal proves he's not just ambitious, he's brilliant. The Commodore Hotel, a dying, bankrupt property that every smart investor avoids. The city is broke, crime is rampant, Manhattan real estate is toxic, but Trump sees opportunity where others see disaster. Using his father's connections, city tax breaks, and pure salesmanship genius, Trump transforms the corpse of the Commodore into the shining Grand Hyatt Hotel. The deal makes him millions and establishes him as a legitimate Manhattan power player. But this is just the beginning. Trump Tower rises on Fifth Avenue like a golden monument, 43 floors of marble, brass, and pure audacity. He doesn't just work there. He lives in a 3-story penthouse that looks like Versailles. His name glows in gold letters outside, visible from blocks away. Atlantic City follows with massive casino projects. The Trump Taj Mahal, which he boldly calls the 8th wonder of the world. Trump Castle, Trump Plaza. By the late 1980s, the Trump name isn't just on buildings. It's a brand symbolizing success, luxury, and the American dream on steroids. But success breeds dangerous overconfidence, and Trump is about to learn that even golden towers can crumble. '90 hits Donald Trump like a financial asteroid. The real estate market collapses, the casino business implodes, and suddenly Trump is staring at nearly $1 billion in personal debt. Not corporate debt that he can walk away from. Personal debt that could destroy him completely. 4 of his businesses file for bankruptcy. The Taj Mahal, his crown jewel, hemorrhages money like a broken dam. The same New York tabloids that built him up as the king of the city now take savage pleasure in tearing him down. His marriage to Ivana crumbles in spectacular public fashion, complete with front-page headlines. Everyone in Manhattan counts him out. This is where most failed billionaires disappear quietly into comfortable obscurity. But Trump chooses war instead. He goes to his creditors and makes them an offer they can't refuse, convincing them that he's worth more to them alive than dead, that his name and reputation still carry massive value. It works. Slowly, methodically, Trump begins to rebuild from the ashes. New deals emerge. New partnerships form. New properties rise. The Trump International Hotel and Tower. 40 Wall Street. One by one, he claws his way back to relevance and respectability. But just as he's regaining his footing in real estate, Trump discovers something that will change his life forever. Television absolutely loves him. If you're enjoying this wild story, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment to support the channel. 2004 becomes Trump's second act and perhaps his smartest career move ever. The Apprentice premieres on NBC, and suddenly Donald Trump isn't just a real estate developer, he's America's boss. The boardroom becomes his kingdom, and "You're fired" becomes the most famous catchphrase in the country. Here's the genius of this strategy. While Trump rebuilds his financial empire, he simultaneously reconstructs his public image. The man who was a tabloid punchline in the 1990s becomes America's embodiment of business success. Every Thursday night for 14 seasons, millions of families watch him make tough decisions, reward excellence, and punish failure. The show reportedly earns Trump over $400 million, but the real value is immeasurable. Trump becomes a household name again, respected and admired from coast to coast. He's no longer just famous in New York business circles. He's famous everywhere in America. Every week, Americans see Trump as strong, decisive, and successful. The perfect foundation for what absolutely nobody sees coming next. June 16, 2015. Trump Tower, New York City. A 69-year-old reality TV star walks down a golden escalator and does something that makes the entire political establishment burst into laughter. He announces he's running for President of the United States. The reaction is immediate and brutal. Political experts dismiss it as an elaborate publicity stunt. The Republican Party sees him as a joke candidate who will be eliminated by Christmas. He has no political experience, no ground organization, no major endorsements. The field is packed with governors, senators, and political dynasties. Jeb Bush alone raises over $100 million. They're about to receive the most expensive education in political history. Trump's campaign is unlike anything American politics has ever witnessed. While other candidates hold small fundraisers and give carefully scripted speeches, Trump fills basketball arenas like a rock concert. While others speak in diplomatic political language, Trump says exactly what his supporters are thinking: consequences be damned. One by one, Trump systematically destroys 16 seasoned Republican politicians. Jeb Bush, the supposed frontrunner, is so thoroughly demolished that he drops out after winning just 4 delegates. Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, John Kasich, all career politicians with decades of experience, all swept aside by a man who has never held elected office. November 8, 2016. Election night begins as expected. Clinton's team is confident, already planning transition meetings. But as results pour in, something impossible happens. Pennsylvania flips red, Wisconsin follows, then Michigan. States that haven't voted Republican in decades fall like dominoes. At 2:30 a.m., Donald Trump becomes President-elect of the United States. The greatest political upset in American history is complete. January 20th, 2017. Trump becomes the 45th president with an inaugural address unlike any other. Dark, combative, speaking of American carnage that only he can fix. His presidency shatters every established norm. Twitter becomes his direct weapon, firing thoughts and attacks at all hours that send shockwaves through Washington and the world. Travel bans, trade wars with China, moving the embassy to Jerusalem. Every major decision sparks massive controversy. Russian collusion investigations, the Mueller report, a phone call with Ukraine that leads to his first impeachment. Through it all, Trump fights back with unprecedented ferocity. 2020 brings the ultimate test. COVID-19 devastates America. The economy crashes overnight. Americans die by the hundreds of thousands, and Trump faces Joe Biden promising a return to normalcy. When election results show Biden winning decisively, Trump refuses to concede, claiming massive fraud without credible evidence. 60 court cases fail. Recounts confirm the results. January 6, 2021. Trump supporters storm the Capitol to stop Biden's certification. Trump leaves office as the only president impeached twice, his reputation seemingly destroyed forever. Most politicians would disappear after such disgrace. But Trump does the unthinkable. He launches another presidential campaign while facing 4 separate criminal cases. In 2024, he dominates Republican primaries while literally sitting in courtrooms as a defendant. November 2024 delivers the most stunning political comeback in history. Trump defeats Kamala Harris to become only the second president ever to serve non-consecutive terms. From Queens to Manhattan, to bankruptcy, to television, to the presidency, to disgrace to criminal defendant, and back to president-elect. This is the most insane political journey ever witnessed. A man who broke every rule, defied every prediction, and proved that in America absolutely anything is possible.